A big blow to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The United Nations General Assembly has suspended Russia from the United Nations Human Rights Council. Now, this comes after Kyiv accused Moscow of human rights abuse and war crimes in Bucha. The US-led push garnered 93 votes in favor of suspension, while 24 countries voted no and 58 countries abstained. India is among the 58 abstentions. New Delhi called for peace and continued dialogue. Now, the cry for a united opposition against Russia grows stronger by the day. Isolated by the world, Russians are fighting the demon of Putin's propaganda and detention threats in their own way. Some left their country as soon as the Ukraine war started, while others continue to protest despite grave risks to their lives and families.
Russian President Vladimir Putin hates people protesting on the streets. The autocrat has used the harshest measures to quell agitations, particularly the ones against his war on Ukraine. Yet the protests have not stopped. They have only increased as more and more horrors are unveiled to the world. Hundreds were detained from across Russia, including the remote Siberia, in the most recent of protests. The protest against Putin's unprovoked attack on Ukraine began 2 days after the invasion. And since then, people have been hitting the streets as the world rushed to isolate Russia. Putin's government has banned the use of the word war, instead calling it special operations. But that did not stop a journalist from storming into a live news broadcast on a Russian TV channel, holding up a poster reading "No War" and "Russians Against War." She was taken into custody and was released after a hefty fine.
I
went to the stationery store, bought markers and made this sign in English for the Western viewers because I wanted to show the whole world that Russians are against the war, and what was written in Russian was intended for Russian viewers so that they would not believe Russian propaganda and would look for other news.
Ovviamente lo spettatore occidentale, perché volevo far vedere.
Miles away from home, Andrei Nokrin sent a clip of Marina's protest to his mother in Moscow.
I've done it to show her the other side opinion and to try to help her to see the other side and to just maybe have her own thoughts on the events that are happening, not just the propaganda she might be getting from the TV.
A day after Russia invaded Ukraine, Olga and Nikolai Kustov packed up and left St. Petersburg. They took their children out of school, bundled their aging cat into a crate and moved to a different country away from Russia.
What happened did not leave us the option to live our previous lives. Even if we stayed in our flat, doing our old jobs with our friends and relatives. The world lived one way before February 24, and now it lives differently.
In an effort to clamp down on protests, Kremlin has blocked social media like Instagram and Facebook.
90% of my orders are on Instagram. I've got only 2 orders from WeContacte. It's useless.
Russian President Vladimir Putin knows that discontent is growing as sanctions are beginning to pinch ordinary people. So he's countering it by trying to spark nationalist feelings in the country. And his first target is the youth of Russia. Bureau Report, India Today.